Ladies and gentlemen, this is Scabs stopping back on the mic with GMT, and we are getting right into that action.
Here we go, a Kazuha. Yes, this is what I want to see. The little Tekken player inside of me is very happy right now.
And the Smash player that's casting with you is dying because we have DLC on both sides. These two characters are... This is going to be an interesting matchup. It's going to be like the best Shoto in the game, and yes, I'm going to call this character Shoto, versus potentially the best character in the game, question mark. In Mythra, this character has been raising quite a bit of a stir, using that foresight, getting right through Kazuha and getting a ledge trap situation started.
Yeah, so we've seen a fair bit of Castle on the stream thus far, and yeah, I mean, it looks like a pretty scary character to be up against. But Kazuha, as you say, the best of the fighting game imports, and as with a lot of the fighting game imports, I feel in Ultimate, huge hitting potential, like combo game, the smash attacks, everything about them so strong. Not always the most fluid or like easiest to execute, but when they connect, they really connect.
Agree, but right now, Castle just absolutely blowing up Anality. That is the problem here. When you have a disjoint, you can kind of zone this character out a little bit. Doesn't have the best zone breaking tool. So the grab gets the tech, and the tilt will take the stock. Castle, even up there, Anality doing a really good job in punish game.
Yeah, so Castle has the momentum, not the momentum, sorry, the mobility, has the disjointed hitboxes, has the frame data as well, but Kazuya's got that puncher's chance. Just needs to get in once or twice, and that could well be the stock. 106% here, though. It's going to be tough. Castle goes in once again. Good defense here, but that could be a second stock very quickly.
So we have to see here if Anality's actually going to get a chance to use Rage Driver. Does get a chance to do so. Big damage right there, but not going to claim a stock. 134%. You figured with that Rage, we think that we would see that kill early, but instead it is Castle claiming the stock with the up-tilted disjoint. It seems like Castle really likes to prefer this hard-hitting Pyra instead of going for the fast and agile Mythra in this match. An interesting choice.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen mostly... I think they've mostly stuck with the Mythra, but a bit of a switch here. We'll see. The smash, yeah, what were we saying? Kazuha hits hard, like an absolute truck.
Exactly, but here's the problem. Now that we're switching to Mythra, you're going to see this character's mobility turned up to 11. Nope, it's a pirate. Jeez, what do I know?
No less than me, I guarantee you that. No less than me. And, okay.
Good damage. Trying to get something going on that platform, but it looks like a missed waveland right there by Anality. Could not quite go up. Roll in, going to get hard punished. Cannot get the up smash, though.
Yeah, I mean, these Wind God Fists, they are potent, but not the hugest amount of knockback on them. Also, though, at a deficit on the percent. And, opportunity there for Anality. And going to be going for the combo. Little bit of spaghetti coming out. Oh, it happened.
Anality, what a finisher right there. It really did feel like he was behind quite a bit where you could see what Mythra could do in neutral. But the problem is that the second that this man lays hands on you, you may not get up.
It's over. I was saying this about Snake earlier. It's like pretty small character. Hits ridiculously hard. Similar thing with Kazuha. I don't know what that man's made of. I don't know how dense that man's muscles are. But dear Lord. Like a character 10 times the size.
Oh, yeah. Actually, almost as super heavy in Smash. Like, typically, you think of the really heaviest characters in the game. You think Bowser, you think DK, you think King K. Rool. Fellas with a little bit of extra blubber around the middle. Kazuha, they took a big character and they just condensed him. Shrunk him down so that he could fit in the ring.
And I bet that's kind of frustrating to play against because it feels like you have to win neutral more often than they do, and you do. Mm-hmm. But of course, it is easier to win neutral as well when you have that mobility. But great play from Anality. Stuck in there as well. At one point, I think we were both pretty convinced they were 100% down. At one point, they were pretty much a stock down, but still stuck in there. Made it happen, and they will be taking the first game of this best of 5. Mm-hmm.
No Kalos and Battlefield, it sounds like, are the bans right here. Battlefield, an interesting pick, doesn't allow Kazuha to do some upbeat or platform tech chase shenanigans. And Kalos, I'm kind of surprised. I'm not surprised at all to see the Kalos ban because you don't want Pyra Mythra running away from you on a big stage forever and just driving you insane.
Yeah, I feel like the Kazuya's just not going to have a good time chasing around. And
No.
back to stadium we go.
Exactly. No change of venue right here. Instead, we'll have to see if a playstyle changeup is in order for Castle. And I really think that, GMT, you had it dead on, where Castle can win neutral 9 times out of 10, but Anality has shown the ability to make that one victory he gets, that 1% of the time, worth it. So we'll have to see if Anality's conversions continue to be clean, or if Castle can just prevent this man from taking a single button.
Well, what I have to point out is the costume change on the Kazuya to the top tier big trench coat. That's a winner in my book. And, well, it looks like it could be the stock as well, and that's a swift one from Anality.
That's so interesting by Anality. You typically don't picture Kazuya as an off-stage character, but making it work right there, taking advantage of the really weak recovery that Pyra and Mythra both have.
Lasers coming out on shield this time, but Anality looking very comfortable. Okay, a little bit of shocking going on as Castle does get under, but slammed into the Pokemon Stadium itself. And once again at the edge, gets in, Wind God Fist.
Look at the damage. Like, this is already kill percent, and Anality basically just did one combo. 86%. Castle has to be on notice. Dodge managed to clean up the stock, but the deficit is really not going to work out in his favor with Anality plays this patient gameplay style. Looks like Castle trying to go for those footstool combos out of the side B. Gets one, mistech for Anality, but the platform, Castle stuck there, can't get the deck choice.
Oh!
And reflecting it with the kick. One of those things that a tool we typically don't see Kazuya mains use a lot of. Newer character, newer tools. I hope you have the match knowledge ready.
Oh, you better. I mean, I've been talking about this all stream long. Ultimate is a ridiculous game that nobody understands because it's just so big. There's so many characters, and you know, you sort of forgive people if they do get caught out. Even really high-level players occasionally just go, I don't know this one.
It's the command grab, tossing Castle to the other side of the stage, and I love the way Anality is playing this. Castle, in earlier games, did a really good job playing a defensive style, using that side B, and then using the disjoints to kind of work it in, but Anality has none of it. Gets the command grab, take a long-range shot, not going to finish.
Close, though, and Castle is undoubtedly one strike away from death, and there it is, 2-0.
Just the dash back tilt from Kazuya was perfectly positioned to catch out Castle's aggressive attempt to get back from edge. And you can swing the sword as much as you want. If you don't hit the man, it's not going to work. Kazuya is a character that can take advantage of those little micro space situations.
Sage words from you there. You got to hit the man with the sword.
Yeah, you can't just mash. You can't just go ahead and throw it out and be like, I hope he'll jump into this. Smart players will just know exactly what to do. They will back it up, wait for the hitboxes to land, and then punish the whip. It's
not called Super Mash Brothers. I'll tell you that one for free.
True enough.
All right, 2-0 then. Are you worried? Is there a comeback on the cards, or is the Kazuya just looking great?
It feels to me as though what we need to see is a fundamental change in playstyle. Castle really feels like they're used to just backing off, getting the side beam, getting the opponent to attack them. Right now, Anality has shown that I have a reflector and a projectile. I can compete with this camp team. I don't need to press. And if this man isn't going to be thrown off, then you have to change something up.
You really do. Okay, we're on stadium for a third time. Castle will get the opening here to begin proceedings. There's a parry, the throw, the Wind God Fist, and now the combo. Oh, beautiful stuff. Still chasing and Anality. What is going on?
0 to 123. Anality putting on a clinic right now, showing what Kazuya can do off of one interaction.
Dude, if this isn't the coolest character in the game, I don't know who is.
I mean, this is a cutscene character, that's for sure. It feels like just getting powered up right there is Anality, showing that he understands what this relatively new character can do so well. And Castle, what is your response? That is a rough way to start this do or die match right here.
Yeah, 2-0 down in a best of 5, and immediately at 100% deficit, Anality jumps over the side B, looks to try and connect with something, but it's all a little bit off the mark, and spaghetti from both. Finally, we see a hit land.
Tries to roll through, but good down smash right there by Castle. Sending him up by 175. Castle doing a good job of dodging Anality's kills, but no, waiting for the down air. That's a problem with this character. Everybody knows that Pyro likes to land with that massively disjointed down air, so Anality, wise stuff, recognizing that he can challenge with the up B.
Yeah, just doing a great job. Throw not quite there. And I think we're seeing a little bit of discomfort from Castle right now, throwing out a lot of hitboxes, but just meeting air.
It seems to be it's the same hitbox too. Anality's recognizing what Castle's trying for. Does get the neutral beat, gets the normal get up from Anality. So no more rage, no more power up right there from Anality either. It's the footstool tech, but can't get the down air or the tech chase.
Yeah, an interesting situation that we have here is Anality. Although it feels like they've been leading in this game, only 30% to show for it, really. And now they're feeling each other out. Anality playing very slow, very reactively at the moment, trying to call out a whiff.
Exactly. He's got the lead. No reason to feel pressure. Tries to go ahead and challenge that side B return from Castle, but a little bit too slow. And that seems to be, that's always the problem with this character, is that Mythra, so many of their moves seem to have very little end lag, so punishing it can be a chore.
Yeah. Although Tekken players, and I hope that Anality is one and respects the roots, they're known to punish some pretty small frame disadvantages. And here we are, throw.
The tech chase trying for that kill. I respect it. Just not getting the correct guess on the roll read. Air dodges in with an aggressive optimum and just uses the jab to try to send Castle low. We're going to get a 2-frame attack? No. Just trying to punish the get up. Gets a dash attack? Not going to kill though at 160. Now this is interesting. We usually see Anality finishing these stocks so early, but right here, it's Castle's turn to threaten early kills and their turn to live very long.
Great recovery though, and now there it is. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay, it took a little bit longer than we've come to expect from Anality, but the result is all the same. Now, throw.
No double jump here. I think Castle might be dead.
It's over.
Anality, wonderful use of his aggressive stage positioning. Understood exactly when Castle was out of resources off stage. Understood when he could press his advantage to secure that win. 3-0 in winners finals.
Dominant, really dominant.